Gnosticism and Kabbalah, though rooted in different traditions like early Christianity and Judaism, share striking similarities that reveal profound insights into the human quest for divine understanding. Both offer mystical pathways to transcend the material world, seeking hidden truths about God and existence. And in this video, we're going to talk about the surprising parallels between Gnosticism and Kabbalah, examine their theological concepts, cosmological frameworks, spiritual practices, historical contexts, and lasting influence. To understand their similarities, we must first define Gnosticism and Kabbalah. Gnosticism refers to a collection of religious movements from the 1st to 3rd centuries AD, primarily within early Christianity, though with Hellenistic and Jewish influences. It emphasizes gnosis, or spiritual knowledge, as the path to salvation, teaching that humans possess a divine spark trapped in a flawed material world, redeemable through insight into divine truths. Kabbalah, which means received tradition in Hebrew, is a form of Jewish mysticism that emerged in written form in the 12th century, though its oral roots trace back centuries. It seeks to understand God's nature and the universe through esoteric interpretations of the Torah, using symbolic systems like the Sephirot to map divine attributes and human connection to the infinite. While Gnosticism flourished in the Greco-Roman world and Kabbalah in medieval Jewish communities, both share a mystical impulse to transcend ordinary religion, focusing on different experience of the divine. These shared instincts set the stage for their surprising parallels. One of the more striking similarities between Gnosticism and Kabbalah is their view of God as transcendent yet accessible through mystical knowledge. In Gnosticism, God is the monad, or true God, an ineffable source beyond comprehension, distinct from the demiurge, the lesser deity who created the material world. And salvation comes through gnosis, awakening the divine spark within. Kabbalah similarly describes God as Ein Sof, the infinite and unknowable essence. If I said that wrong, I apologize. Whose emanations, the Sephirot, mediate divine presence. Like gnosis, Kabbalistic wisdom seeks to align the soul with Ein Sof, repairing the cosmic order through understanding God's attributes such as wisdom and mercy. Both traditions see human destiny as reuniting with the ultimate divine source. Another parallel is the emphasis on hidden truth. Gnostic texts like the Gospel of Thomas claim secret teachings reveal salvation, while Kabbalistic works such as the Zohar unveil esoteric meanings in the scripture. This shared belief in concealed knowledge underscores their mystical approach reserved for initiates seeking deeper realities. Gnosticism and Kabbalah also share complex cosmologies that map the relationship between God, humanity, and the universe. Gnosticism theorizes a divine pleroma, a realm of eons, or emanations of God, disrupted by a cosmic error, often Sophia's fall, creating the material world under the demiurge. Human souls trapped in matter must ascend through spiritual realms to return to the pleroma. Kabbalah's cosmology centers on the Sephirot, 10 divine attributes emanating from Ein Sof, structuring creation from spiritual to material realms. The Zohar attributes a primordial rupture, the breaking of the vessels, scattering divine light into the material world, which humans must restore through Tikkun Olam, which is repairing the world. Both systems envision a flawed creation redeemable through human effort. These cosmologies use layered universes, Gnostic archons ruling planetary spheres, Kabbalistic worlds like Atzilut and Asiya to explain existence complexity. Both see humanity's role as transformative, elevating the soul and cosmos towards divine unity, a shared vision of spiritual ascent. The pursuit of divine knowledge in both traditions involves specific practices and initiation. Gnostic communities, as seen in texts like the Valentinian Exposition, practiced rituals like baptism and chrism to awaken gnosis, often led by teachers who guided initiates through esoteric teachings. These rites symbolize liberation from the material world, preparing souls for ascent. Kabbalah, particularly its medieval form, required disciplined study of texts like Sefer Yetzirah under a master's guidance. Practices included meditation on the Sephirot, recitation of divine names, and ethical living to align with God's will. While less ritualistic than Gnosticism, Kabbalah demanded intellectual and spiritual preparation, restricting its deepest teachings to mature scholars. Both traditions emphasized initiation into hidden knowledge, whether through Gnostic sacraments or Kabbalistic study. They view the seeker as a partner in divine work, transforming self and cosmos, a parallel that highlights their esoteric nature and commitment to personal enlightenment. Despite their chronological gap, Gnosticism peaking in the 2nd century and Kabbalah crystallizing in the 12th, Both emerged in contexts of religious pluralism. Gnosticism thrived in the Greco-Roman world, blending Christian, Jewish, Platonic, and Hellenistic ideas. Texts like the Gospel of Truth reflect engagement with Jewish mysticism, possibly Merkaba traditions, which explored divine visions and ascent. Kabbalah developed a medieval province in Spain, influenced by Jewish philosophy, Neoplatonism, and earlier mystical currents like the Sefer Bahir. Scholars like Gershom Scholem suggest that Kabbalah may have absorbed Gnostic-like ideas through Hellenistic Jewish texts or indirect cultural exchanges through direct links, though direct links are speculative. Both traditions faced opposition from mainstream authorities. Gnosticism was condemned by Orthodox Christians like Irenaeus for its dualism, while Kabbalah was criticized by rationalist Jews like Maimonides for its esoteric claims. Yet both persisted, shaping alternative spiritualities within their divine faiths. Gnosticism and Kabbalah share a view of humanity as containing a divine essence trapped in imperfection. Gnosticism teaches that humans possess a divine spark suppressed by the demiurge's material world, which Gnosis liberates. Texts like the Apocryphon of John describe the soul's journey through cosmic barriers to reunite with God. Kabbalah sees the soul as a fragment of divine light, descended from Ein Sof, but entangled in the material klipat, or shells of impurity. Through Torah study and righteous acts, the soul ascends Sephirot, restoring cosmic harmony. The Zohar likens this to polishing a gem, refining the divine within. Both traditions elevate human potential, portraying individuals as co-creator in divine redemption. This optimistic anthropology, humans as divine agents, contrasts with mainstream views of human sinfulness, uniting Gnosticism and Kabbalah in their vision of spiritual empowerment. While their similarities are striking, differences clarify their distinct identities. Gnosticism's dualism often vilifies the material world as the demiurge's prison, rejecting it outright. Kabbalah, though critical of material excess, affirms creation as God's emanation, seeking to redeem it through the tikkun olam, not escape it. Gnosticism's Christology centers on Jesus as the divine revealer, sometimes denying his humanity. As in Docetism, Kabbalah, rooted in Judaism, has no messianic figures, focusing on Torah and mystical union with Ein Sof. Additionally, Gnosticism was a diverse movement with loose structures, while Kabbalah developed with Judaism's legal and communal framework. These contrasts highlight their shared mysticism's adaptability. Gnosticism's radical dualism suited its Hellenistic context, while Kabbalah's integrative approach fit Jewish monotheism, yet both converged on esoteric knowledge as the path to God. Gnosticism and Kabbalah left profound legacies, shaping religious thought beyond their origins. Gnosticism influenced early Christian mysticism, with echoes in Clement of Alexandria's writings, and resurfaced in medieval heresies like the Cathars, who shared its dualism. The Nag Hammadi discovery in 1945 revived interest, inspiring modern scholars like Elaine Pagels to explore its psychological depth. Kabbalah transformed Jewish spirituality, influencing Hasidism and modern mysticism. Figures like Isaac Luria developed its cosmology, impacting Christian Kabbalists like Pico della Mirandola during the Renaissance, and today, Kabbalah attracts diverse seekers from Jewish scholars to spiritual universalists. Their shared emphasis on hidden knowledge resonates in contemporary spirituality, where quests for personal enlightenment draw on both traditions. From Gnostic-inspired films to Kabbalistic meditation, their legacy endures in humanity's search for transcendence. Gnosticism and Kabbalah, though distinct, converge in their mystical pursuits of divine truth, offering pathways to transcend the material and unite with the infinite. Their similarities, hidden knowledge, divine sparks, cosmic redemption, reveal a shared human longing for meaning. Again, share your thoughts or suggest topics in the comments, and thank you for listening.